Hi friends, I'm Chandramohan, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, Mallareddy Institute of Engineering and Technology, Hyderabad. Today in my session I'm going to explain evaluation of double integrals. Means how we can evaluate the double integrals. I'm taking some problems. With these problems I'll explain the concept clearly. So here the integral 0 to 2 and integral 0 to 3 xy dx dy means here the limits of the integral are constants, right? Integral 0 to 2 and integral 0 to 3. So here if the limits of the integral are constants, the order of the integration is immaterial. Means here we are integrating with respect to x and with respect to y, right? So if the limits are constants, the order of the integration is immaterial. Means you can follow any order, or you can integrate with respect to x, then with respect to y, or with respect to y and then with respect to x. That's what. If the limits are constant, you can follow any order of the integration. So here this I'm first fixing the limits. X equals to 0 to 2, right? And y equals to 0 to 3. First I'm trying to integrate with respect to y. Y dy into x dx, right? So now this is integral x equals to 0 to 2. Integration of y is what? Y square by 2. What are the limits here? The limits are 0 to 3 into x dx. Okay. Now we know how to substitute the limits. Yeah, this is we have integral x equals to 0 to 2. In place of y, we integrate with respect to y, right? In place of y, we can replace upper limit as well as lower limit. Upper limit is what? 3. 3 square by 2 minus lower limit is 0. 0 square by 2 into x dx, right? 3 square is what? 9. 9 by 2 minus 0, that is 9 by 2. 9 by 2 I am writing outside of the integration. Again integral x equals to 0 to 2, right? So we have x dx. Now 9 by 2 into, we know what is integration of x? X square by 2. What are the limits we have? 0 to 2. Now we integrate with respect to x, right? Wherever you have x, we replaced by upper limit as well as lower limit. So 9 by 2 into, in place of x we can substitute upper limit, that is 2 square by 2 minus lower limit is 0. 0 square by 2. Now this is, we have 9 by 2 into 2 square is 4, right? 4 by 2 is what? 2. Just will get 2 minus 0 is 2. 2 to get cancelled. What's the answer here? 9. Yeah, this is the answer is 9. The integration is easy, but the thing is, if the limits are constant, the order of the integration is immaterial. Means you can follow any order of the integration, right? Now I'll explain one more problem. Here the limits are, evaluate integral 0 to 1 and integral 0 to integral 0 to 1 integral x to x square. Here one limits are constants, other limits are variable limits, right? So first we can fix the limits for x and y. Okay, clearly here we have the limits are, one limits are constants, other limits are variable terms in terms of variable limits in terms of x, right? These variable limits in terms of x, other limits are constant. The variable limits x, no, that we can fix for y. So y equals to x square, right? Remaining limits, already y limits we fix. We have limits in terms of x that I am fixing for y. Constant limits I am fixing for x. So x equals to 0 to 1. See, y is in terms of y limits are in terms of x, right? So that's what I am trying to integrate with respect to y first, then x. Because if I integrate with respect to y, y limits are in terms of x, so that the entire problem converted in terms of x. Then if I integrate with respect to x, x limits are constant, so that we will get the required answer. Now this is x equals to 0 to 1. Integration of dy is what? Y. What are the limits here? X to x square dx. In place of y, I can substitute upper limit as well as lower limit, that. Now integral x equals to 0 to 1, in place of y, for replace x square minus lower limit is what? X dx. Now we can integrate with respect to x. Integration of x square is what? X power 3 by 3 minus integration of x is what? X square by 2. What are the limits here? 0 to 1. So that is, upper limit is 1. 1 by 3 minus 1 by 2 minus, what is lower limit here? 0. 0 by 3 minus 0 by 2. Right? 0 by anything is 0 only. LCM is 6, right? So I'll get 2 minus 3. This is lower limit. This is 0 anyhow. Get 2 minus 3 by 6. What's the answer you are getting? Minus 1 by 3. Sorry, minus 1 by 6. This is the required answer. Because 0 by anything is 0. This whole thing will become 0. Is it clear? The answer is 1 by 6. Means if you have like this, if you have the limits in terms of x that we can fix for y, constant limits we can fix for other variable x. Now we can integrate with respect to y, because y limits are in terms of x. Wherever you have y is replaced by x, means the entire problem is converted in terms of x. So now if you can integrate with respect to x, x limits are is constant, you'll get some magnitude, some value, value in your answer in real numbers, you'll get it. Okay, is it clear? Right? This is some magnitude, you'll get it finally. Fine. This is the way to evaluate. Some we can take this Cartesian. Till now we discuss constant Cartesian coordinates. Sometimes like the problem they will give in terms of polar coordinates. That is r comma theta. Those type of problems we will see how we can solve. Okay. Now let me take one problem in polar coordinates. That is in terms of r comma theta. Okay. Understood, right? Yeah. Now here my problem is integral 0 to pi, evaluate integral 0 to pi, integral 0 to a sin theta r dr d theta. Right? Now this is theta limits r comma theta, right? Polar coordinates. This theta limits we can fix for r equals to 0 to a sin theta. Remaining limits we can fix for theta. Theta equals to 0 to pi. Okay, r limits are in terms of theta, right? R dr d theta. Now first I am trying to integrate with respect to r. Here theta equals to 0 to pi, right? Now I am integrating with respect to r, because r limits in terms of theta, right? If I integrate with respect to r, wherever you have r replaced by theta. Okay, right? Then the complete problem converted in terms of theta. Again, if I integrate with respect to theta, we can substitute the theta limits. The theta limits are constants, right? Now integration of r is what? R square by 2. The limits are 0 to a sin theta into d theta. Fine, right? Now here 1 by 2 we can take outside. Integral theta equals to 0 to pi r square. What are the limits here? I am writing for easiest way. A sin theta into d theta. Now we can substitute upper limit minus lower limit. Lower limit anyhow 0. There is no need to take. Theta equals to 0 to pi. R square is what? A sin theta whole square minus 0 square. Lower limit, right? Whole d theta. Now, yeah, this is 1 by 2 into, I'll get a square sin square theta. I'm writing a square outside. A square into theta equals to 0 to pi. Just I'll get sin square theta d theta. Now that is a square by 2 integral theta equals to 0 to pi. So you don't have, actually we have a formula sin to the power of n theta, that again you can multiply 2 and do it. But directly sin square theta we have formula, right? We can do it. Sin square theta we can write 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2, right? Into d theta. You can take 2 outside better. A square by 4. Theta equals to 0 to pi 1 minus cos 2 theta d theta. Okay, I'll continue this in the next page. This is a square by 4. Integration of 1 is what? Theta minus integration of cos 2 theta is what? Sin 2 theta by 2. What are the limits here? 0 to pi. A square by 4. In place of theta, you can substitute upper limit. Theta equals to pi sin 2 pi by 2. This is upper limit minus lower limit. 0 minus sin 0. This is fine. Now this is a square by 4 pi minus what is sine 2 pi 0 minus this is 0. So what's the answer you are getting? Pi minus 0 is pi. I'll get pi a square by 4. This is okay. If the problem in terms of polar coordinates, try to fix theta limits for r. We can integrate with respect to r. Then we can integrate with respect to theta next. You'll get the required solution. Okay. This is the way to evaluate double integral. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.